now. I mean, Iran has been that one country who has got into this emotional pathway, and now that Iran is getting into it, he has almost attacked more than 13 Middle Eastern countries. And right now, out of nowhere, Iran is coming up to all those countries and saying, I'm really sorry that I've done it. Why is Iran going into this entire matter? What is really wrong with it? I mean, see, I'll tell you what. Everybody who is sitting under those political power, nobody is a fool. Everybody knows what they're trying to do. Everybody knows what they want to do. So basically, when Iran was taking up the war, after Khamenei's death, with all of those countries out there, with adding the factor that US and Israel is almost there as well, then Iran knew something. But what really happened that Iran, swept into this entire emotion, and right now Iran is calming down itself. Iran is not saying anything at all. What is the whole theory? I hope that you're very curious at what happened. Let's just get into this entire matter. I will tell you every bits of it, like what could Iran be possibly thinking. So before that, hello everyone, this is Shivachitranshi and you are watching Global Shark right now. So basically, when Iran came up with this entire war, Iran's entire wound is not just about this. So basically, it all started when Israel and Gaza was having a war together. At that point of time, entire Middle East wanted to protect Gaza city completely, but Middle East did not come in front foremostly. They took the support of Iran. It's almost like if I would use the phrase in Hindi, it's like Middle East ने ईरान के कंधे पर बंदूक रखा और फिर चलाने की कोशिश की. It was Iran's soldier, it was Iran's whole weapon, it was Iran's whole economy which was being used out here and not the Middle Eastern one. UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, all of these countries were sitting in a very slightly manner into their comfortable era and all of that and having a good safari ride, whereas Iran's entire thing was put up into the a place where they were getting at a dangerous part. They were against the Israel. Okay, so after this entire war ended and all of that, then US President Donald Trump came up with the Gaza peace board thing. Now in the Gaza peace board thing, most of the Middle Eastern country was a big part out of it. But there was just one country which actually took stand during this entire war of, when it comes to the Palestinian side. That was Iran. Iran was not a part of it. And Middle Eastern countries did not even ask for it. Pakistan is a part of Gaza peace board, but Iran is not. What on earth was happening? Iran was then, really hurt that why did Middle East has been doing all of this to us. Now, when it came to the war and everything, after Khamenei died, Middle Eastern countries did not come forward to help Iran into any such places. I mean, they did not send their soldiers, army, money, nothing. They just showed their condolences. I mean, what is the difference of allies if your friends and enemy, both of the countries are just showing condolences and not doing any such real actions? That is where Iran thought, okay, now literally nobody on this entire earth is my own. I will out here attack every single buddy and every single possible thing. But with emotions, never a practicality can come. With emotions, Iran can never become the biggest and the world's, powerful country. They have limited access, they have limited military access, they have limited weapons and all of that. And these countries out there have good wealth, good army, and first of all, good nuclear asset, and Iran was having nothing out of it. Now, after Khamenei's death, after Ayatollah was gone and everything was happening, Iranian president sat in a very quiet manner, and then he came up with his whole decision that whatever we are doing right now, whatever we are doing under the pressure of Sharia law, whatever we are doing just for the death of Khamenei, it's wrong. They realized this one thing, that Khamenei is gone, but the entire Iran is out here in front of our own eyes. We cannot just leave it like this. If we continue this entire war, all of these countries are going to get together and diminish the last entity of Iran. But it's not only about the country, it is about much more bigger. It is about the identity of Shia Muslims. You understand this entire thing? In this entire world, there's only one country which has the most population of Shia Muslims. That is Iran. If Iran gets eroded, if Iran gets vanished, Shia Muslims from the world will be vanished in the similar manner. You see, Iran and Israel has the same war. They have the war of, they have this entire aggression that there's that one is a Jewish country, the other one is a Shia Muslim country. That is what it has been happening. That is why Iran sat up and then they decided of this entire thing, and then they came up and said, I'm really sorry. They were like being very sorry with the Middle Eastern and all of that. Some countries were in the side of Iran, but some weren't. And now all of these countries are taking part with US and India and China. China is not doing any active participation in the war, but since that Saudi Arabia has good connection with Pakistan, Pakistan has good connection with China. So indirectly, if you see in that manner, that is how geopolitics works. Don't be shocked in this manner. Indirectly in this manner, Saudi Arabia has good connection with China as well. So in this entire war, if this happens, China will be taking part with Pakistan, Pakistan will be taking part with Saudi Arabia. So in that manner, Iran will be left alone. That is what Iran realized. And after this entire thing, now Iran has recently decided that they will end the war. But war is never happened in a manner, or war can never be ended if you just want it. It also depends on the opponent as well. US and Israel want to completely capture Iran like they did Venezuela. You need to understand this one thing. Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu has their entire eye on the oil asset. If you see all those countries which they have annexed, Venezuela, then they have attacked the entire Gaza city and all of those countries. Every single country has this one thing in common, that is the oil. They just want to capture the whole oil asset out there from all these countries. It's not about the Islamic radicals, it's not about the Sharia law, it's not about the terrorist attacks and all of it. It is about the oil and the real estate business they want to establish there. Do not forget the time when Donald Trump itself said to the Palestinians that you should just leave Gaza and go and get settled in Egypt and Jordan, because he wanted to take that entire country, but international rules and regulation still, bide him that you cannot do it. So in a similar manner, they just wanted to be done with Iran as well. So basically, in Iran, people were very happy that the Sharia law has been gone, Khamenei has died, but they don't want US to come here. But US wants to go there. US made itself, US President Donald Trump made itself the president of Venezuela, the acting president. He self-proclaimed it. Nobody even gave him that identity. He just took it. In the similar manner, he's going to do the same thing with Iran. So that is how he wants to capture the whole oil asset, and that is what Iran is, slowly understanding. The more they're coming up, the more they're easing up with the whole, their emotional damages which has been happened after Khamenei's death. Now they're coming on a track. Now they're understanding this entire thing, that we need to understand this geopolitically, and this is how they have been acting right now. So that is why Iran is taking up the back step, but it does not work how Iran wants. If Israel and US does not want to stop the war, then the war won't stop. And as per US President Donald Trump, the war would go for more 1 week out there. In that 1 week, if you still see in this entire manner, more than 1,000 people have died in Iran, and most among them, and many among them are Indian as well. And later also, many people will die. War is never a good option, and I think they should end the war. But seeing the attitude of US President Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, they are going to come up with such negotiation which will burst the heart of Iranians out there. They're going to take the whole oil asset of that country, and that is why if you see, the whole crude oil world is going to change, and that is why India needs to get intact with Russia, because in the coming time all these oil assets are going to get are going to get in the side of US and Israel, and after that it will be very hard for India to negotiate it. The whole vision of BRICS, that they need to suppress the supremacy of dollars and all of that, everything will go in vain. So that is how it's going to happen. So let's just hope that this war gets over and everybody can be in a very peaceful situation. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical scoop, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Global Shark. Thank you so much for watching us.